Modern day masculine man, take one.
Ooh, what makes a modern day masculine man? When you drink your liquor straight, a modern day masculine man. I pay all the bills and I tells my woman the truth. Got my shit together, do what I wanna do, say what I wanna say. I won't break you, or not me, and I am not you. I kept it real, so now I can do what I wanna do. Modern masculine man. Welcome to Man School.
Welcome to the Modern Masculine Man Podcast, bitch. Woo!
What up, fam? Y'all already know what time it is. We are live. Let me do what I gotta do real quick. Share that up.
Marriage Monday. Yes.
Sing that shit, baby.
I wish it was another day. No, I don't. 'Cause it's not our day. Our Monday is just another Marriage Monday.
I'm just letting you get off. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and get started, man. I got this up, everything is set up. We in the house. Today we got a good subject. We're gonna be talking about how to be found as a wife. We got TikTok going over there. We got everybody right here. We're gonna get some good clips, some good chops of this stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Can everybody hear us? We need to know, can you hear us? Mel Americas, let us know, can you hear us? We need to make sure the audio is good and live and beautiful.
Mel Americas.
I'm starting to get warm in North Carolina. I'm going to be having my cold with me in the house. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my mic adjusted so I can feel.
Mine is perfect today.
So I can feel. Yeah, I did some adjusting on the mic. You know what I'm saying? I wanted it to look more geometrically sound. I wanted to be us more in the center. I wanted to feel everything. So Mel America said he can hear us real good. So we're going to go ahead and get tuned in, tapped in, turned on into the message today. Today, we're going to be talking about how to be found as a wife. And it's very easy. It's very easy when you think about it. And, you know, me as the master teacher, I'm going to be breaking down some steps and juxtaposing some things. And then my wife is going to be adding a commentary and telling her story. And because she's the one that was found. But it's such an easy thing to be found as a wife. I want to start off by saying a man and a woman are different by what we admit. Now, let's start off by saying that a man is looking for a wife and a woman's supposed to be found.
Yes.
However, a woman actually has this idea that she can dress herself a certain way, walk, talk, act in a certain way, and she can go out and find her a man or get her some dick, but she can't get her a husband.
That is
So let me break this down. Again, men and women see things differently. Let me break it down. A man knows his entire existence is to have a woman. Now, women don't realize that they project their inner feelings and failures by words. The weaker vessel will always have to do what we call disseminate, use words. So a man will tell you, man, I want to make some money, get me some land, and get me a woman and some kids. Yeah. A man knows that his job and total existence is to protect and provide. So Bill Gates, I don't care how rich you get, how much oil you sell, how much money, how much of a man you become, a man knows I ain't shit if I ain't got a woman taking care of something. Because as a man, we don't amass a fortune to trick off on men. Hey, come on, guys. We gonna buy everybody good reef and good liquor, and we gonna eat steaks all day. No, men gain shit to get a woman. That's why you never hear a man say he don't need no woman. A man can conquer the world and be like, let me bring it home to my woman. I give you the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, and the mountain. I'll give you the world. Now, a man, that's why you never hear a man say, I don't need a woman. But a woman will say she don't need a man because she's the one that's trying to be found. So a woman's entire existence is wanting a man and to be found by a man. That's why she says she don't need no man. Because she don't want to show how vulnerable she is. A woman's entire existence is to be found by a man. That's why from birth they give her a doll. Learn how to play with this doll. Why? Because you're going to be a mommy. What's a mommy? You're going to be a wife one day. That's why women introduce sex to boys, little girls. Let's play house. Let's play mom and daddy. We like, we ain't got no daddy. I'm a single man. What the fuck? Let's play mommy. Let's play house. Let's play doctor. Look at my area down here because she got the girl. The boy is giving the gun because he got to protect. Boom, boom. So the boy learned to play cops and robbers. He gonna rob something to get some money to provide, or he gonna protect. So we have to understand the psychology. A woman's entire existence is, I'm trying to get a man. That's why she said, I don't need no man. But since she's a little girl, girls are friends until the resources of man comes into play. Who your boyfriend? Javon. Who your boyfriend? Javon. Who your boyfriend? Javon. 3 little girls on the playground got the same boyfriend, double dutching together, spelling my name, best friends. Why? Javon ain't got shit to give them. He just cute. Everybody want to be cool with Javon. Javon ain't got giving out no pencil grips and no milks at lunch and no shit to where they'll be arguing. Hold on, bitch. Hold on, bitch. Only thing I got is a kiss for him or a hold a hand. So I can provide that. They getting that and the opportunity to say they go with me. But as soon as it get times where we can say, okay, we start understanding name brands, it's like my boyfriend got to have some name brand shoes. Even if he ain't buying me shoes or giving me money, I need my boyfriend to look like he's mama got something. So you have to understand a woman's entire existence is to get a man. So she becomes walking, talking, acting in this character. And we're going to talk about how to become a wife. And it's so simple, but we got to set you up with this background knowledge. A woman just like me, and I'm going to give her the floor. I'm going to set this first premise up. My entire life as a man, I wanted to be my grandfather, Muhammad Ali, and Pastor Andy kind of once I got older, but Marvin Gaye when I was younger. So my entire existence are funneled. My thoughts, my movement, my walk, my talk, my swagger are funneled through the mind of what I think is Muhammad Ali, Marvin Gaye, and my grandfather. So I'm never going to do nut shit because Muhammad Ali, Marvin Gaye, and my grandfather won't no drug dealer. So I'm never going to be a drug dealer. I'm never going to be no nut nigga doing no fuck shit. Now, I want you to talk about who are the 3 women that you pattern yourself after from your childhood all the way up until you decided I'm going to bury the hatchet on this character that I have created. Go ahead.
Oh, wow. So the 3 women that I wanted to be like, well, I wanted to be Olivia Newton-John, Sandy from Grease. Like, I know that is like who I've always wanted to be since I could remember. I watched it every year. Like, I wanted to be this woman who is in love, trying to get this man, and who he chooses at the end, like they're happy ever after, the whole relationship of it. Like, really, I had blonde hair, I had green eyes. Like, I really wanted to be her. And then
How old were you when you got introduced to her?
I was like 4 or 5. I went to see it when Grease first came out, and then
first person that you admire and wanted to be like. Olivia Newton-John, Sandy from Grease, 4 years old. Go ahead, next one.
Yep. And then I went into my, let's see, next person I felt like I wanted to be like was like Little Kim. But like in them, but like Little Kim, the sexual freedom. I'm aware what I want to wear and do what I want to do. But at the same kind of time, it's like her and Lauryn Hill. because it's almost like through this, I want this sexual freedom, but I also I know I'm gonna be this woman that
wanted to be respected at the same
well,
time.
no, that was gonna still want love, and that
Mhm.
might get her. See, Lil Kim saying fuck that, but we know that ain't true because you in love with Biggie and you his side bitch, and we all watching it, right? But you still getting to walk around. She show you how to walk around in your lie, right?
Okay.
With your outfits on, but all while knowing that that thing was going, all that's been there with me, that push, that quest. Like Lauryn Hill's probably like the maturer of Sandy. Hopefully, you know, the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, like that love.
And
like
we're going to
people
talk
love.
about each one of these real quick. So you got Sandy at 4. Lil Kim, how old were you?
That's the in the 90s when she came out. So
Okay.
I'm about to tell.
Add for me, baby. God damn.
17.
Yeah, okay. 4
Yeah.
and 17, and Lauryn Hill was around the same time, 17.
About Lauryn Hill probably came, 17.
So that's what you're going with.
19.
Lil Kim, Lauryn Hill, and Sandy.
Yep, because I've only ever wanted to really be
Okay,
Sandy.
let's talk about this. 4 years old, Sandy, Grease. She fast assing, giving up her virginity during the summer, right? Now,
Yeah.
Grease is something that's not even considered bad, but it has the story in it.
has
Grease
the
was
story
fucking
in it.
way ahead of it in its time. That was considered like some P Valley shit. That's what people don't
Yeah,
understand.
mhm.
So at 4 years old, you saw Grease, right?
Mhm.
Then you got Lil Kim on some horse shit, but Lauryn Hill on some classy, trying to find love, but still really on some horse shit. Okay,
Yeah.
so you have created this person
Mhm.
from your 4-year-old self
Mhm.
until your 20s. And that's who you are out in the world thinking what's going to get you your guy, right?
Mhm.
The way you walk, talk, dress, act, move, and respond to men.
Yeah.
That's anti-wife. That's 3 outspoken, show off, show ass
Mhm.
women. This is totally anti-wife. When I say anti-wife, I mean it's not the way you're going to be found by a man who's looking for a wife. Out here with the changing your hair with the times, changing your makeup with the times. I guarantee you've cut your eyebrows off and drew them back on. You didn't have fat eyebrows, all that shit. Change your hair. No, I'm just saying,
But
going
definitely,
blonde, changing your hair.
Blonde, yeah.
So would you say until you killed this person or got rid of this person, you was just a figment of your imagination
Yes.
of pop culture of what's going on?
Yep. Yeah. Definitely.
Can we understand that?
Yeah,
Hey, if y'all understanding this shit about to get good. Can everybody in the comments say yay, yay? We got 65 people watching right now, and we only got 4 likes. So can everybody in the comments say yay, yay, or can we get you to like this? Because like I said, this is what makes shit go. So we gonna give you a hand clap. Feel good about yourself. Feel good about yourself. Go ahead and like us. Go ahead.
Look,
you can't
I'm
help
itchy,
but like us.
I'm itchy. Just this whole conversation, like really thinking
Yeah,
about
we teaching.
what
I'm
that
teaching. See,
is.
you don't even know where the message is going. We just, you wrote your thoughts down, but you don't even realize where the message is going. You're gonna realize some things as we go, and that's what I do online. And I'm gonna be putting people on the board with my Bears and Bubbles class. But as you can see, Olivia Newton-John in Grease, Lil Kim and Lauryn Hill. So you've created this person that you think you are that's attractive to men. And you're creating this person as a woman going out in the world trying to find a husband, trying to find a man, trying to find some provision and protection, right?
Yeah.
Now, in your mind, this girl that you've created, sassy Olivia Newton-John, Lil Kim, Lauryn Hill, she wants a certain type of guy.
Yeah.
So you had to create the guy that match her. She don't want Poindexter or Cleophas or John walking around with the little shorts on. Olivia Newton-John, Lauryn Hill, and Lil Kim meshed together. They want a bad motherfucker.
On me, a street nigga.
Yeah, talk about it. Talk about the type of nigga you wanted.
That's what I wanted. Like I didn't want a working guy. And I probably would. I had kids when I started saying that.
Yeah.
That's how much I was walking in that person. That's why when you say that, it's so like this real epiphany that at my best of what I thought was this character that I created, that I took out into the world with me as a representative of myself, right? But look at what I had been picking up and taking with me all
cloaked in low self-esteem.
Yep.
That's how we be.
Yep.
We be this character, this person. We think we need a certain type of woman. You see guys all the time out here getting drugged by women because they think they woman's supposed to look like this, walk like this, talk like, act like this, because they a certain type of nigga. Yeah. Steve Harvey is a perfect example of it. Steve Harvey is a cornball comedian. He think he's so cool. He's supposed to have a dope boy bitch wife. And you see what I'm saying? Yeah. This is what people don't be understanding.
Yeah. And the funny part, let me say this before anybody be watching like, oh my goodness, let me tell you, when I think back, I used to say this, like I was Olivia, like people knew that about me, that I wanted to be this white lady with blonde hair and green eyes. That should be something that you just think it's not even fun. As much as we walk around saying that we love ourselves and don't.
I mean, people don't understand. I wanted to be the kiss dealing, wheeling dealing, goddamn limousine riding, Ric Flair at one time. That's one of my childhood. I wanted to be a bad motherfucker like Ric Flair. Yeah. So we have to understand this person that we've created thinks they need a certain type of mate. Mm-hmm. Now, what I want to do is talk about how your entire existence is this character, this created person that's looking for some created person.
Yeah.
And how many times you've seen yourself in situations where you realize this character, created person, keep getting me the wrong character, created person, and this shit don't work.
Yeah.
So we're going to move forward.
So you get fake.
Now, I compare it to this. Mm-hmm. I give you a perfect example for men. Men, you can look at a man and tell how disciplined he is. Like my man said, you ain't got to ask a nigga how he doing. You can look at him and tell. So you can look at a man and tell how disciplined he is. So going to the gym, seeing men out, working out, you could tell what hard work ethic, and discipline look like on a man. And if you're a man and if you don't look good taking your shirt off at the beach, you're not going to feel fully confident. Mm-hmm. Now, you might walk around like Rick Ross, big fat nigga, acting like you ain't shame, man, ain't shame. But nah, motherfucker, you shame. Yeah. Now, you have some people that you look at the gym or at the beach and they be feeling like they fly with their shirt off. And you be look, how this motherfucker think he looks so good? You don't know where he at in his fitness journey.
Oh, yeah.
He might have been 380 pounds 6 months ago, and now he motherfucking 280, then lost 100, and he still fat and flabby, but that motherfucker look good. He done lost some weight. He in the gym. You don't know where he at in his journey. So you can't judge how happy a person should feel in their state. I'm saying all that to say a lot of people look at my wife and how happy you is, and they be like, well, why she? We're going to show today the stages of the journey. Mm-hmm. Now, listen, like I said, a man is not going to feel fully himself or fully happy until he didn't put in the work. Like right now, I ain't got the work to be showing off. There's going to come a time where I've put in enough work to want to show off my fitness gains. You see what I'm saying? It happens over time. It happens over time. Now, this is what I want to juxtapose, and you're going to speak on this.
Okay.
I want to juxtapose that character that was birthed, Olivia Newton-John, Little Kim, and Lauryn Hill. Mm-hmm. The birth of that character to the death of that person, to when you first got that perm, to the death of cutting that hair off and going natural hair. Now, the reason I want to do that and make that like that is because a lot of women don't understand the natural hair journey that you're going to go on. I got to cut my hair and turn into a little boy, and they don't know the journey they're going to go on. So what I want you to do is speak on your natural hair journey and neck growth and what you saw from that. And we're going to juxtapose, which means we're going to set aside, hey, I'm going from this to natural, to no makeup, to showing the marks on my face, to showing who I truly am, to killing that person that you created. Let's talk about getting natural. Talk about that.
So when you decide that you're ready to change, I think the first thing you kind of do is say, let me stop getting the perm. And so when I stopped getting the perm and was letting my hair grow out, that's when I went to church. So I'm in church. And of course, they're grooming me. They're talking to me. They're talking about how to be found as a woman, what type of attributes I must have, what type of woman should I be for a man. I'm starting to learn what it is to be a woman. And that was going to give me a chance to become a wife. And then I remember I went to this all like overnight prayer thing, and it was like, what did I want? I was like, I want to become a wife. I said, what would you do to get your become? I was like, I'll get a relaxer. And I got a relaxer, and I went from being this woman who had decided she didn't care, not she didn't care, but like I had gave it all up when I went to church, like gave it all up. And then I said, I'm ready to go back in here. So the relaxer symbolized that. And then I let it all grow. And then because I didn't understand the process that I was really in, I cut it off because I needed to start all over again from fresh and just like see who I am.
Now, when you first cut your hair off, and a lot of women, I want to show because I need to show because you didn't describe it like I needed you to describe it. So I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay. When you first looked up and said, I didn't fuck my hair up, in a way of relaxers, sew-ins, everything. I'm gonna start all the fucking way over. And you said, I gotta start off with a little boy cut. How did you think or feel that you was gonna feel about yourself with a little boy haircut?
Oh, I thought, I couldn't hide. So I thought I was like gonna feel down about myself because I didn't have the hair to cover my marks. Just the idea that weave is the thing that it's like you put it on like your best outfit. And so I felt that I was going to feel totally exposed, and I didn't.
Okay. Now, when you start going out into the world and, women, when they cut their hair, they start to feel like, well, when it grow a little bit, it's going to look better. Then you start to twist it and try to make little styles out of that. And you become natural, and natural women get nose rings, and just it's a style to all that shit too. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is, as your hair starts to grow back and you start to look at yourself as yourself with no makeup, without all that stuff on, because you used to be more of a type of person that is dressed with your cut off shirts, show your abs, cut off shorts. Like, what made you, did you know that being natural was going to stop you from wanting to show your body? Why didn't you seem like, if you didn't have this hair that we so glorify in, because a black woman, when her hair done, she feel good than a motherfucker. If you didn't have this hair that you glorify in, why didn't you start showing your ass more? What made you start to cover up? And just like, how did you know that being natural and not having all that makeup and shit, did you know that was going to make you cover some of your body up and not try to make your body a centerpiece?
I think that, and when you become comfortable in being you stop selling yourself. So because originally because I don't know the good results, you kind of turning it all off because you don't even know who that person is. So you can't really advertise the person you don't know. So when you go out into the world and then somebody says, oh, you're pretty, I like your smile, I like your this, I like your that, you start to see, oh, I never needed it in the first place. Okay, this is the point we're trying to make. You said such a great word. You said you can't advertise the person you don't know. You stop trying to sell yourself. You stop thinking that you could put on a certain hair, a certain makeup, a certain outfit, a certain pocketbook, walk, talk, and go certain places and think that that was going to get you a man. You realize this shit don't work. Let me stop. Let me stop trying to sell myself. And then in the process of not trying to sell yourself, you saw a new person in the mirror that was greeted by the outside world a different way. And you liked how you were greeted better. And it's less work.
So are you saying that when you decided to take off Little Kim, Lauryn Hill, and Olivia Newton-John, your life as a woman became easier? How is it less work? Talk to the people.
First of all, it's like the drive that's getting you nowhere is gone. So I like to call it like, say, for example, you get up at like, that Groundhog Day, you get up every day to do the same thing again, to put on your same shit again, to hope you get hollered at again. It is truly mentally exhausting, not on I don't need no nigga shit, but just like, it's exhausting to have to be mentally to like this.
And that's how I feel about guys that have to be tough or play street.
Yeah,
man,
it's the
don't
same
you get
thing.
tired?
Don't
you
get
can't
tired?
dance at the club. We don't even dance. We just stand there and hold our pistols up,
Yeah.
rock away. We don't dance. Niggas like, God damn, don't you get tired of having to fake and be tough and mean? You can't laugh. You can't eat a hot dog. Can't have an ice cream cone. Nigga can't get no potassium. He don't want to eat no bananas. Lord, have mercy. Don't you get tired of it?
So you start to feel like you're getting up every day to make a spectacle of yourself.
And it don't do nothing for you.
Right. And so, but then let's just say everybody you walk by hollers at you. But then what does that even mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You get them.
Exactly.
So you devalue yourself by being somebody, it's just such a thing of low self-esteem to even need that much validation all day, every day. But that's a different thing. But
we're gonna talk about all this shit because what
Okay.
we're gonna do is we're gonna teach people the journey of being found. And that's the beginning step is, first of all, you have to shed the motherfucking character that you created as a child. It's grown men still walking around as Tupac, Biggie, and Method Man. You got to shed that motherfucking character. You got to shed that character. And when you shed that character, you change. Now let's get, I want to get deeper into the message. You have become a person that you have created out of pop culture. Right now, we got men drinking young boy liquor, wearing young boy shoes, acting, walking, talking with young boy name brands. They've been changing with pop culture ever since they was young. They went from wearing tight troop suits and lead jeans to sagging their pants off the ass. Now they back wearing skinny jeans with holes in them. I watch these grown men suffer from arrested development. That's why these men are not husbands. You'll never believe it. These men ain't never gonna be husbands. That don't mean these men ain't gonna make no money. That don't mean these men ain't gonna be great fathers. But these men ain't gonna be no husbands and no community men trying to be concerned about a purpose, because these men don't have a purpose. That don't mean they can't be good fathers and good people.
Yeah.
But you can tell when a motherfucker ain't got no purpose, because if you have a purpose, you end up with your own style and your own look.
Exactly.
Because your own style and your own look is indicative of the environment you're in. Now let's break something down real quick. You have essentially become an outfit that you're walking around in, looking for a person that matches your outfit. And that's why you can't find a husband, because the husband don't like that outfit, because that's not the wife outfit. That's your childhood, who you have created outfit. You understand? Ladies, you're walking around sexy and beautiful, thinking that the outfit and the person you have created is a wife. That's not a wife. That's a woman on the prowl, looking to get fucked, seeking a man, looking for some attention. Now let's talk about how you become a wife. You have to find your purpose first. When you find your purpose as a woman, you change your environment. When your environment change, your dress change, the way you walk, talk, and act change. When you find your purpose, let's say you wake up one day and say, I want to feed homeless people. I guarantee you, if you keep feeding homeless people, you're going to see a handsome motherfucker that catch your eye feeding homeless people. And he's going to fall in love with the real you. He's going to meet you. And I guarantee you, the way synchronicity and alignment work, when you meet this person, everything that has made you a person that wants to volunteer at a homeless shelter feeding the homeless on this date in 2025, he has been through a similar life that makes him aligned. And I guarantee you that's how you're going to get found. But we're going to get into it. Go ahead. Speak on that real quick.
Oh, yes. Sure. We fed the homeless, and remember a couple got married out there feeding the homeless, so that is true, being in the right place at the right time. I just know as I begin to change and want to become a different me, right? When I was in church and we started to work together in church, I got into my gifts and my talents, the things that I always liked, the things that I liked about watching Olivia, Newton-John, like the musicals and those type of theater and stuff like that. And so it gave me the opportunity to slow down enough to tune in and tap into that, what I did used to want to be before I let the outfit wear me.
Well, let's talk about this. We met in church. Now, we ain't saying church is the place. We're saying purpose is the place. She happened to find her purpose in church. When she was at church, she started working with the youth ministry. Mm-hmm. So let me break this shit down real quick, and then she gonna explain it. We met 100. I like when we reach 100. So let me break it down. We met at church. I somehow, in my purpose, was the director of the drama ministry. This is when our church was very small. And they like, who can write a skit? I'm like, I can write a skit. They like, okay, you the director of the drama ministry. And our church got to be super big. And she was working with the youth ministry, and she wanted to do some plays or something with the kids. So she had to come to me. So I meet her at church. I'm like, okay, cool. Our purpose was aligned. She working with kids. I'm working with kids. Mm-hmm. But when I first met her, she had Lauryn Hill, Lil' Kim swagger, sexiness about her. I didn't like that. I didn't like that New York swagger. I didn't like that. Mm-hmm. Worked with her on just some real shit and got to know, like, oh, this is a cool person. Mm-hmm. This is a cool girl. That whole New York swagger, yo, what up, son? That's that what she said. Mm-hmm. Lil' Kim, Lauryn Hill, Olivia Newton-John shit.
And remember, I used to be like, why nobody trying to holler at me?
Yeah, and
exactly. Like, you, because you on that shit.
I say you in church now trying to still be cool.
Yeah.
You but see what happened is, once the more she worked with the youth and finding her purpose, I'm working with the youth. Mm-hmm. As she's finding her purpose, she's being around the youth more and more. So she's changing the way she's dressing.
Yes, yeah.
She don't want it. You see what I'm saying? Speak on that.
Yeah.
How your purpose working with kids changed the way you walk, talked, and carried yourself.
Because when you become responsible for other people's lives, young people, you start to care. You should start to care about how you convey yourself around them. And so I ultimately didn't want to, I started to hold myself more accountable about what I was saying and how I was dressing. I wanted to become like a smidget of something that I think they could still
a cool auntie.
Look up to.
Now, let's talk about this real quick. And this is the point we're trying to make. Until you started working with the youth, your whole daily dress, walk, talk, and act was for what?
Oh, to get a man.
To get a man. Because she don't have a purpose. She thinks the man is everything to a woman. And that's why I said earlier on, a man's purpose, no matter how much money he get, a man is saying, now that I got something, I need something to protect and provide for.
Yeah.
And he admitting it. A woman is saying, I don't need a man because her overall is to have a man.
Yep.
So hold up.
That is so real.
As you get into your purpose and you care about working with these kids, you ain't getting up every day putting on some bombshell, turning to fucking Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
Going out into the public every day. In my mind, women get up every day without purpose, turning to Jessica Rabbit, going out in the world, thinking that look that they have look good to every man, when being unique is the only thing that's gonna make you stand out. Now, we're talking about purpose. Once she found her purpose, speak on this, because it always happens like this. When you find your purpose and you ain't focused on a man, you become less desperate to put up with bullshit from a man. So I want you to speak on your last boyfriend, that situation that you was in when you finally find your purpose, and how you was able to break up and say, fuck it, I don't give a fuck about ever having a man no more. I'm in my purpose. Talk about that.
I realized that when you have had a fuck enough, you've had enough, right? And I looked over at someone that we weren't sharing life with. We weren't sharing the things that were valuable to me. I'm in church, he not in church. I got kids, but he don't care to be around them. You know what I'm saying? He cool, but he don't care to like do anything else that's going to secure a future for me. And I never forget, it's just easier to tell a story that I tried to, you know how I used to be, I sneak you over or whatever. So and the kids don't know, but then I got relaxed because I had been dating him for a while. And it was my youngest son's birthday, and my son ran into the room and jumped up on the bed. It was like, we like, happy birthday. And he enjoyed a personal moment with me and my son. And then when we had the birthday party, everybody came out, he didn't show up for him. And it wasn't just that he didn't show up for him. When I called him to say, hey, why did he ain't coming? He was like, I didn't tell you I was coming. But you didn't mind to wake up in the bed with me and he jump and let him jump in your arms. And this is a man and he don't have a daddy.
So let's analyze that. So now you're working with other folks' kids. See, you realizing that live on camera. You're working with other folks' kids, then found your purpose, and your man act like he don't care about your kid. So that rubbed you in a different way. Because before a woman find her purpose, they said, me and my man and my kids is separate. I can keep that separate. He ain't got nothing to do with my kids. But once she find her purpose, now she's looking for somebody that care about kids because you didn't know you cared about kids.
Exactly.
So break this down. Y'all finna get married. You done found your purpose and you decide. How do you finally decide? Tell the story of how you threw him away, or how you decide, how do you say, fuck it, I don't.
It's that day that I was just describing. It wasn't nothing big, and I was tired. I knew at that very moment that he didn't care. He didn't care. And I, like you said, and I'm just realizing that now, I was in a situation where I was giving myself to kids that I didn't know. And I'm like, how can you know me? And I think we've been through a little bit of something, and you don't care enough about my kid to show up for him, and then said it so just like with such a disregard. And I just said, it's over. And he said, what you say? I said it's over. He was like, come on now. Because of that, I was like, yeah. And I was for sure. And I went home and threw his stuff out. And I'm not really that type of person, but I was like, I don't want no parts of you. I don't care what we got in each other's name. Like, I don't give a fuck if you fucked my credit up and I got.
So let's talk about this, because we need to be honest. I know some of this story. This is what women need to hear, and I'm gonna give y'all some game. What had you co-signed for him? Because she had great credit and making a whole lot of money when I met her. What had you co-signed for him?
A Benz.
A Benz, and what else?
A motorcycle.
A motorcycle. So she said, it's over. You can have this shit. If you pay for it, you pay for it. If you fuck up my credit, you fuck up my credit. I don't care no more. Now, do you understand that only her purpose can let her say, fuck it? I got something better going on over here that makes me feel good. I'm finna get off the rat race of trying to have a man. Now, peep this. This is what most women don't realize. Good God, this shit finna get good. And it's so sad that the women that's watching this class can't be honest and speak. So many women watch this class that won't even admit they in this class, gleaning this good knowledge, who could be sharing this with other women. Let me give you where it's finna get good at. Do you know why most women stay in fucked up situations and never gonna be a wife? Because when you don't have purpose, it makes you desperate to hold on to situations. You don't want to go through that heartache and pain of another breakup, another body. But when you have purpose, you can say, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck that credit. Fuck that car. I'm out here helping kids. I'm somebody now. I done found myself. I'm not Olivia Newton-John, Lil Kim, and Lauryn Hill. I'm Christina Boyd. I done found myself, and helping these kids makes me feel good. So guess what? I'm not going to sit at home miserable over this breakup like I used to be. See, a lot of you bitches is too scared to go through that one miserable breakup. I tell women, and this is what I would tell women right now to give you some advice. Women go through situations all the time with men. And that man show her that one situation like that, but she don't want to go through that pain of that breakup because she don't have no purpose. She ain't got nothing going on, nothing to fall back on. So what she do is she stay in that situation out of desperation. That's desperate. That's desperate. Being desperate, not having no purpose will make your ass desperate, because you know when this is over, it's like Usher said in that song, let it burn. Oh, when you feel it in your body, that shit gonna burn. And women don't like that burn because they burn. Ooh, this thing broke up. I gave 2 years, 3 years of this shit. It was purposeless. Now it's gonna burn. And now I'm gonna be lonely for a while, and it's gonna continue to burn. They can't see themselves living through that burn, that period of loneliness that they go through. I'm gonna give you an example, then I'm gonna give it the floor. When I was smoking Black and Mild Jazz, I had got hooked on them some bitches. I'm telling you, I got hooked on them motherfuckers about 2-3 years. And I would always want to quit. And some would say, man, when I want a motherfucking jazz, my mouth start watering. And I was afraid that I was going to feel that burn. Somebody said, I like how y'all build up the topic of the show. That's rare. That's what we do, bro. You got to share us. We teaching, man. And motherfuckers out here talking about snitching and fighting and fucking and killing and gangster shit ruling the podcast world. Motherfuckers that ain't in no relationship, 18-year marriage right here, teaching game. But when you don't have a purpose, it's burn. I walked around, I said, man, I can't imagine giving up these black because I'm going to be fiending. And that way my mouth water, the lady I called a hotline, she said, well, once you go through the withdrawals, you won't even fiend for them no more. I said, what? I ain't going to be walking around the rest of my life fiending? She said, no. So once you find a purpose, you don't walk around fiending for love no
when
more.
Some people get off drugs, you be like, I quit. And
They
you're
got
like,
a purpose.
how?
They found a purpose.
They went through it. Oh wow, that is so. And listen, ladies, I used to think this was hard to. What I'm saying is to like really admit, and it wasn't hard. It was what was hard is to realize how deep I had covered myself up and how embarrassing it looked. And what I mean by that is your best dress up to mask what's happening or what you to go against what you know to be true is the thing that everybody could still see that you're hiding. And it was like, oh.
And it's an anti-wife outfit.
Yeah, it's like going outside. It's like going outside with your lingerie on. What happened to like when the man wants a lady in the streets in the free, like you want to be flip-flop and say, come get me.
Hey, look, let me say something real quick. And I just know this is going to hurt people. We can tell if you hurt, man. We can tell you hurt. When you take every new fad, every new clothes, every new dress, you change your eyebrows, you change your lashes, you change your liquor, you change your shoes. We can tell when you hurt. We can just tell when you hurt. Over time, grown men and grown women develop into a person. They get to the point where they say, I only like goddamn Hanes t-shirts.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
I know. Let's talk about
I
this
like the
shit
same
for it.
draws.
Yeah,
like,
motherfuckers get to the point when you grown, you got your draws, you got your liquor, the places you like to eat. Grown people who ain't hurt, who found their purpose, ain't switching up name brands and shoes. I wear Brooks, man. I don't give a fuck what came out, what the Migos say. I drink this liquor. I don't give a fuck what come out, what new style, how much money I get, man. It's grown folks. But let me finish the point I'm making. So that person that's changing with the wind and all the fads, that's not a wife. You don't know who that person is. Now watch this. When she found her purpose, you're going to be in the presence of a lot of men and women that's like you with the same. So once we start liking each other and start talking about our purpose, now we think God put us together. Mm-hmm. It's spooky deep. Mm-hmm. You want to help kids. You want to do music. You want to act. You want to do too. You not only do you think you found somebody you can love and date and be romantically involved with, you think you found an investor partner. Mm-hmm. Oh shit. Oh, you willing to goddamn fuck your credit up behind this shit? I'll work. Yeah. I'll do this. I got the health insurance. Oh, you will get in the car and ride to Texas on some rap shit. Oh, you will do this. Oh, you will sit down right here with me and do a motherfucking podcast and talk about our lives. Oh shit. Now I think we got something that's going to hold us together during the tough times of marriage, during the tough times of life. Mm-hmm. See, that purpose is tied together. And that's what they don't understand it. Once you become the woman of your purpose, you find a man that's like you, affiliated with your purpose, and your purpose don't have to be saving the world. Your purpose could be you just want to motherfucking lose 20 pounds. You just know I have been living unhealthy. My purpose is to go to the fucking gym, and sooner or later you're going to see a fat motherfucker at the gym like you. And if you consistent enough, y'all going to speak one day and y'all going to get to talking. I'm telling you, whatever the situation is, a woman who is looking to be found will never be found. Soon as you don't give a fuck about it, that's when you find it. But you can't give a fuck about it if you ain't got your purpose. Yeah. The only way a woman can just not give a fuck about a man is she done found her purpose. Go ahead.
Oh, I got a lot of listen, first of all, it's really lazy to not take the time to see what the fuck you about, and to need a man to do so much to make you feel good, need other people to make you feel good. But that's a side note. Okay. If you start getting into your purpose, you'll be busy. So you won't be busy. Meaning if you start doing something, say like when I was starting to try to write my play, and I know it took me 2 weeks and you read it in 15 minutes, but in that 2 weeks, I didn't need to be talking to no nigga. I was writing. I was doing something. I was planning. I was making sure. So it released some of this time that I was trying to be busy, a busy bee to somebody, being in somebody's ear or trying to police, somebody that is not my man, but I'm trying to still worry him.
Let me say this because they need to hear that. She wrote a play. It was about 7 pages, and she came to me and asked me for help. I said, this is a great idea. Now watch this. Now I'm really attracted to her. You wrote a play about the power of music and how music influenced kids, and you want me to help you with it? Yeah, this shit trash, but it's a good idea. But I'm attracted to your mind now. Now I ain't looking at her body no more. My wife always had a nice body. I ain't looking at her body no more. I'm looking at somebody that I'm like, wow. That's what they don't understand. Mm-hmm. Your pussy and your body ain't gonna get you nothing but fucked. I promise you. I look at women all the time. That pretty body and that pussy or whatever you got, it ain't got you nothing but the same results because your mind is those 3 people that you admire growing up. Now, let me break this down again for the new people in the classroom. We've established that as humans and as adults, there are normally 3 to 4 people that we've patterned ourselves after growing up. And once we create this character of who we think we are, we decide of what we think our mate is. So basically, we didn't put on an outfit of a person that we want to be. We didn't put on an outfit of a person that we want to be. And we out here looking for somebody that we think is cool enough and match up with that person that we want to be, when if we find them, it ain't gonna work because we know we ain't that motherfucker anyway. I got on the outfit of wanting to be a thug nigga, and I done found a real thug bitch that cut niggas. Oh, ho, bitch, I didn't know you cut niggas. I thought I was the thug. You see what I'm saying?
So funny. Look, you got to tell the story about, I'm so Olivia Newton-John that when we first get together, we have a couples party.
Couples talent show.
South
They
couples
friends
show,
do.
yeah. And I want to do
Olivia Newton-John. She wants to do Olivia Newton-John as Grease.
Grease, yeah. The beginning.
I got
one.
chills
at the end.
multiplying, and I don't even remember the shit. You better wait up, do.
Cause I need a man.
So she want to do this in the couples talent show. It's a Christmas couples talent
Yeah.
show. So I'm telling her, well, we got to practice if we gonna do it. She got this fantasy. She finally got her man.
I'm telling you, I
But
got my Danny.
Look
Okay.
how the universe aligned.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, let's do this shit.
Cause he is the what?
I'm the master teacher and I love art.
Art.
So I'm like, shit, I like Grease. Let's do this shit. So we had the couples talent show.
Wait. Let me pause that
Go
before
ahead.
he tell y'all this. Let me tell you. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna do it. He like, go get the record. I mean, go get the album so we can really listen to it.
And
Let me
look
go
at
get my
the video.
Boy, when I tell you, he turned into, I'm like, he was the master teacher of Grease. And then once we did it,
Hey, what's up?
okay, now all right. It was just so funny. He just
So I realized she just a little girl, 4 years old, looking at them two scenes. She don't even know the whole point of the movie
asking
or
me.
nothing. I'm like, damn, we finna do this shit, get in character. So
Yeah.
this 4-year-old girl looking at the screen. So I'm like, we finna do this shit. So we practicing, she fucking off, you know what I'm saying? Not taking it serious. The night of the show, we get over there with her friends, you know what I'm saying? And it's our turn to go. We start doing this shit. I'm doing everything we rehearsed. She fucked up, forgot the role. I'm an actor. Well, you tell it. If you said no, you tell it.
I didn't fuck up,
'Cause
but
what
he
you finna
damn
do
sure
is lie on
outshine me.
camera.
No, you damn sure outshine me.
Well,
I thought
you
we
tell
had
it.
practiced it a certain way. He's like, when I'm on stage, even when it ain't a stage, I'm on stage. And he went in there and he's just better. Okay. And so all I cared about was this little girl idea of doing it. I didn't think about what was I actually gonna do, but I wanted it. And when I tell y'all he outshined me in front of my friends, and I'm trying to damn get back to being this main character. I'm like, you supposed to chase Sandy. And he like, fuck that. You ain't doing enough. I'm doing what the fuck. You get what I'm saying? It was so.
Now, she said I outshined her.
He did. It was
My
great.
interpretation is she fucked up the steps and I had to take over or we was going to look stupid. But that's what she said. I outshined her. Now, in the process of us doing this shit, we win the talent show.
Yeah.
We win the talent show. Everybody else didn't realize that she had fucked up. They didn't know what we had rehearsed. All they saw is we jammed, right?
I just wanted him to chase me.
So we win the talent show. Win the talent show of all the couples. We the new couple. We win. We dope. We get in the car. I look
should be
over.
happy,
She looked like she crying or sad or some
but
shit.
I'm not.
I'm like, what's wrong with you? She's like, it didn't go right, blah, 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 blah. Now, me as a man, I'm new to the scene. I'm just being a real man. I'm like, look, let me tell you something. I ain't had to do this fucking stupid shit with you. I took it serious. Ain't my fault you fucked up. You better motherfucking straighten your motherfucking attitude up or I'm finna stop fucking with you because I don't fuck with people like that. And that's
Well,
go ahead.
What he was saying though, he was true. He was saying the same man that got in here and did this dumb shit with you is the same man that get down on the floor and roll around with your children. I'm next. That's the extension of I'm free. I'm creative. I like to have fun, and that's what just happened. Now,
Yeah, a lot of niggas
however
don't even want to dance
yeah.
in public, and I didn't fucking
he had
learn
he
the steps
done
to
learned
Grease
the
with this
step,
motherfucker.
yeah. And so, and then that's when and then one of my friends was like, "I know you not." I was like, "Oh, I did so bad." But anyway, though, I realized that I was acting like that 4-year-old girl, you know, in the movie theater watching it for the first time, and I didn't even really know the movie. I just must have just stood there and just watched the scenes that I liked because there were key things in there that a person like Javon is asking, well, what does this mean or what is that? And then I'm like, oh, I don't know. Oh, when they do that.
Now let me make it sense for you. Make it make sense to you. That's the point I'm making. In our generation, pop culture, this shit is teaching, man. This is lessons. And I don't think people need to share this shit because it's what our race needs.
And I just want to be.
Fuck us. I'm talking about the teaching. Fuck our relationship. Fuck our marriage. I'm talking about the teaching. You have to understand, I was a young man just like that who wanted to go to the Air Force. My whole life, I wanted to fly planes. Boys in the Hood came out. Lawrence Fishburne, pop culture, black movie, Ice Cube, one of the first black movies we saw. He told Trey, I joined the military and bought this house that kept me from fucking up. I was like, cool, Air Force, yeah. Next fucking scene, he tells him, Trey, the military ain't no place for no black man. I'm a 17-year-old young impressionable watching this shit. That changed my mind. Right there, I swear to God on my life, I can admit when pop culture, TV, and music changed my life. That's why I'm the master teacher, because I can sit up here and tell the truth. I remember when the Snowman Jesus dropped, I said, I gotta get me some weed to sell or something. I can't let Jesus sell all the weed. Snowman and that fucking boys in the, man, I had to sell something. I went and bought me some weed with my college refund check from my football scholarship. I can admit how pop culture has made me move and will and deal and become somebody I'm not and try to hold up an image. Now, as a woman, you have these images and these people that you have become in your head at young ages. Why you still like the dude with the green eyes, and you like green eyes at 7?
Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
That's so true,
the guy you like is an outfit.
Yeah.
The guy you like right now as a 40-year-old woman is somebody you start liking when you was when you was 13. I tell women all the time, I see women at a certain age, they say my type. I said, bitch, your type is an outfit. And then when I start talking to them and they start explaining their type, I said, well, how old was you when you started liking niggas that wear Timbs? 14? Oh, bitch, you will never be a wife.
I had to get the spirit of Tim's prayed off me, but that's another show.
How you gonna be a wife looking for a man that wear Timbs and you started liking Timbs when you was a teenager? You know how many of us followed Tupac Thug Life? When I was a young man, Tupac Thug Life, they'll never take me alive. I'm getting high with the 4-5 cocked on these niggas trying to die. Even as a youngster, causing ruckus on the back of the bus. I was a fool all through high school, kicking up dust. But now I'm labeled as a troublemaker. Who can you blame? Smoking weed had me take away the pain. Now I'm rolling. Come on, man. I didn't know this nigga had set up there as a grown man. I'm like my mother.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is a boy that grew up. This motherfucker looks so soft to me as a grown man. He's an actor to me as a grown man. He is not the man that I thought he was. He was a fucking rapper and great storyteller. We thinking this guy is tough.
Yeah.
We thinking this guy is tough. When I saw the Outlaw said when Tupac fight, he used to fall on the ground and kick, had a little kick move.
Yeah,
what?
they see. I heard that.
I worship Tupac Shakur. I used to love the movie Belly. And then DMX, I realized as a grown man, Belly came out when I was 18, 19 years old. And goddamn, it didn't hit me when I was 18 when Belly X said she let you suck you. I let her suck my dick because she ain't but 16. Well, I'm 18 years old. I ain't thinking about a 16-year-old sucking dick is bad because I'm 18. This motherfucker, grown ass man in the car with chains on and dogs. Talk about he let the 16-year-old suck his dick.
And on crack in real life.
How that shit don't affect us. And we know it, but we walking around acting like we ain't this image of ourselves in our head. That person is not a wife and that person is not a husband. That woman will never get wife. You're going to have to kill that woman. And the way you kill that woman is find your purpose. Go ahead.
It made me think about when we did Bears and Bubbles in that yellow. And although I understood what that is, that ego going out there and who that person is, But I really truly just got understood. Y'all got to see, go back and watch his Bears and Bubbles class. He'll be doing it again one day. But anyway, though, the crazy part about this is that we buy outfits, we go to the store and we pick out stuff that we think that we would look good to. Well, good to who? Like, y'all go through all this thing, but like good to who? The people on your idea
to
of
the
what
idea made up mind in your head. You don't know if you, I'm serious. You don't know if who you look good to. In your mind, you got on your shit and your Lauryn Hill and Olivia Newton-John and Lil' Kim, and you going out to meet your guy that likes that type of girl. You don't know what he's like. All you know is when you see him, you can imagine that he looked like that if he got on the right outfit.
Yeah.
And when you don't have no purpose, it just makes you so desperate.
Let me say this.
It makes you so desperate. And let me say this about Tupac or anybody. They were kids. We sitting there looking for Biggie to lead us. I ain't know what no fucking Donna Karan, Versace, Moschino, motherfucking Coogee. I call them Bill Cosby sweaters. I ain't know what that shit was. Now we sitting here in our teens want some shit that these niggas talking about they got that they can't afford. Now that we grown ups, they talking about I was in a deal, well I ain't get nothing. Puffy took all my money and I ain't got nothing. And Taraji P. Henson crying about how less actors get paid, and we trying to be like these broke motherfuckers. No, I'm serious. What I'm trying to say is, as we go out into the world, we are a representation of all this shit. That's not a wife. That's not a husband. You have to find your purpose in order to even strip off the goddamn costume of who the character you done created.
Yes. Let me just say this. Can I say this? Okay. First of all, it's funny that one of my people is Lil' Kim. Look how terrible she looks. What I mean by terrible, well, all the plastic, she turned it into one of those cat ladies. She got the butt. She got all of that. It's the biggest. It is the pudding right there, the proof. Like, the thing that I admire is she still is not married. She's not done nothing. She's still on stage with her same thing. It's just like, and I look at her and I'm like, Dad, I wanted to be that. That's crazy to me. Number
Erykah
one.
Badu.
So number one,
3 baby daddies.
And she made that stuff okay. Like the type of
they think she the queen of the world.
Yeah,
that bitch a whore.
Wait, let me say one more thing. And then we was talking about I remember when I had cut up all the stuff on Victoria's Secret and threw it away. And when you just named all this stuff, right? And I'm like, we done grew up through this stuff. And then next thing you know, you let a fad make you spend money and give you self-esteem. It just keeps you away. I'm just about it keeps you away from your growth as a person.
Somebody said we should start doing call-ins. We're gonna start doing that because you know what? I can invite people on the live. If you want to come in and ask a question, you can pop up on the screen. Some people may not want to be seen. Some people may not want their YouTube name to come up. So we're gonna start doing call-ins. The next show, we're gonna give you the number where you can do a call-in like Martin. I can say, goddamn, what Martin used to say, what word on the street? Whatever the fuck, and you're gonna get the call in. But you know what I'm trying to show is for women, it's different for women and men, because when men become this thing, right? This 2-3 motherfucker and all the songs and movies he has heard and becomes that thing, right? When he get ready to find a wife, he just turns that the fuck off. Yep. When a man gets serious, he turn that off because he ain't gonna make no goddamn money as that thing anyway.
And he knows though in his purpose that he wants to be a protector and a provider and all that. So he's going into his next step.
Exactly. But the overall arcing point I'm making is a woman can stay her character throughout her whole life because her total existence is to find a man. She thinking, let me stay as Blanche Devereaux. Let me stay as this character. A man bees that character. If he stay that character his whole life, he ain't gonna never have a goddamn thing, never own shit, never be a good father. He gonna always be a fuck nigga. So when a man decides, let me get serious, he dropped that character.
I get what you're saying.
He ain't gonna never get shit. You can't be on the goddamn yacht party as a man unless you done did some big shit. You know what I'm saying? So when a woman, you got women walking around in their 60s and 70 years old. They still walk around as this person. And if you see that, it ain't did nothing for them. But they still this person.
Well, that's the only thing that gives you a fix, right? So if you don't have a purpose, you still really doing something else that is keeping you occupied, and it's usually the wrong thing because it's the extreme.
So let me ask you this. So you had created a list after you broke up with your dude. Break down to the people. Tell them the story when you said you stopped matching your bras and panties because you had found your purpose. Tell them some of the things you did to stay on your purpose and not get distracted from it.
Well, it was important to me that I didn't curse myself, right? And the growth that I thought that I could have by staying on this path. So when I would try to abstain, from sex, I didn't match my bra and panties. I won't shave. And that was a big deal back then because people were shaving, right? So I stopped shaving. I wanted it to look so unappealing that I didn't want to take my clothes off. Now, of course, a man don't care about the bush for real, and he'll move everything around if it's worth it. But for me, I wasn't advertising myself.
But see, that's so dope, though. See, that's the thing. I wanted you to say that because that's dope. That's just like a man that know he drank a lot or he trying to stop drinking. If he trying to abstain from something, he not going to be a bartender. What you were saying, because you were Olivia Newton-John, Lil' Kim, Lauryn Hill, you like to have on sexy lingerie, be nicely waxed, and look a certain. Notice what I'm saying about a woman's mindset, creating this mood, creating this thing. So in your mind, you literally could say, if I don't match my drawers or shave my pussy, I know I don't want no man to see me like that. That's gonna keep me from fucking.
Yeah, that's gonna keep me from, because just thinking God wasn't.
But when you don't have your purpose, what do?
Oh, you'd be fucking.
But what do? That's the point. When you found your purpose, you stopped doing everything to make you sexy to get and find a man and advertise. See, that's what women don't understand. We know you're advertising.
Yes.
You want a man. The woman that's walking around that look like she ain't advertising, that's into her purpose, don't give a fuck. You ever notice this always, and women get so mad at this. Women hate this. Women hate it. Women hate that the 5, 6, and 7s are always married. The woman that thinks she's a dime is the one that's on all that shit because she didn't think that she done made her. A woman who wakes up and say, you know what? If I do my eyes like this, my hair like this, push up and do all this shit, I'm a 10. She has zero purpose and she'll never be married. The woman that's out here living and then found her purpose do not care about all that shit. And she's kind of dressing for her environment.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And we say it all the time. Look at that plain Jane. Look, she ain't even really cute. And she didn't love. How she get a man? That's the first thing. How my ex married now to her? All those things. So forget what he's saying and how you feel about what he could be saying. It is the conversations that we have.
Tell them about the lady that you was doing her hair and what you had said at that time.
Oh yeah. So I was doing. I do hair. I'm gonna do hair. I used to be a cosmetologist, and so I was doing a woman's hair for a wedding. And while I was doing her hair, I looked at her. I looked at her, and I thought, how she get a husband and I can't? And I'm so happy that I was like, bitch, how you gonna talk about her like she deserves it? I realized how selfish and jealous that was for me to say that about somebody. And I'm happy that I checked myself, because I knew at that moment, if I didn't understand accountable, if I didn't step outside of that I was going to be really, really evil hearted.
Now watch this. When I first met my wife, it's no different than any situation. You know what I'm saying? Big church. I'm the pastor's armor bearer, going places with him, directed a drama ministry. My pastor was like, when I told him about her, he was like, "You sure you want her?" Mm-hmm. He was like, "She got 2 kids." And then he was like, "What about looks?" I was like, "I think she's pretty." He was like, "Yeah, Jay, but you like the LeBron James in this church." He like, "You could have any woman you want." Like basically he was like, he didn't think she was pretty enough for me, like straight up. And even now I have women that want to fuck me be in my inbox that will allude to how they think my wife look. I'm like, how you gonna think you gonna give me some pussy telling me essentially you think you look better than my wife? You know what I'm saying? And what women don't realize, I'm the type of nigga, I've always had self-esteem. My first 2 girlfriends as a child were dark-skinned girls. One was African. Both of them had nappy hair. I'm the motherfucking man. So, but I slut them bitches out. Them women that the rappers like to pay for, and the girls that think they dimes, oh, I slut them bitches out. Because I'm going to tell you something. No matter what women try to say or about, they say, a woman like an intelligent man that they can see as a father figure. And that's the sexiest motherfucking thing about me. I know what's sexy about me. And I know this because when women come at me, they don't realize what they're saying to me. I say, girl, you just like me because I've been your father on Facebook. I'm your uncle. I'm your big brother. I'm your cousin. I'm admonishing you. I'm giving you game. So I know why you like me. So the times that I've had them girls that was so pretty that think, man, I slutted them bitches out so dirty. Like, bitch, who the heck, the nerve of you to think you prettier than my wife? But beauty is in the eye of it. You don't have to be pretty, but to one person. And see, that's the thing that people don't understand. When you get up and you create this image of what you think is pretty, that shit don't work for nobody. You only have to be pretty to one person. My wife only has to be pretty to me. Once you've been found by somebody, you can look how you look every day. You ever notice when a woman ain't got no man, she get up and go out made up, look good every day, so-called look good. But when she got a man, she don't give a fuck about that shit. She's secure. Let me teach y'all some about words. Do you know when they say security, a man is a woman's real security? I'm her security guard. Do y'all know that? My job is to protect her. But also I'm her security. Meaning when a woman says she insecure, all she's saying is, I have some things about me that make me afraid I ain't gonna get no man. What's your insecurities? I have a big forehead. Oh, so you think I got a flat ass? You're insecure. You're thinking I can't get a man because of my flat ass or my big forehead. Some women are insecure about their weight. I think I can't get a man because I'm too fat. Now, if you get a man with that big forehead or with that too much weight or that flat ass, guess what you said? I don't fuck now. I will walk around and flaunt this flat ass, this big forehead. Somebody is mine. They're my security. I'm not insecure anymore. I'm secure because I have a man. And women don't understand that. So what you don't realize, you walk around covering up your insecurities. You walking around, if you don't like your lips, you fix them. If you don't like your eyes, if you don't like your breasts, if you don't like something, and this is what's so crazy. It's like you looking in the mirror as a woman, decide what men won't like about
That's
you.
What I'm saying.
That's a delusional, crazy motherfucker who has succumbed to the television.
It's the hysteria that has been created by getting.
Make sure you're talking to the mic.
Doing this all the time. It was so many things.
Push it up. Yeah.
It was so many things. I'm a cigarette. Goodness gracious. Dang it.
Let me say this too, while we said advertising, and this is what people don't realize. and this is gonna strike a nerve in a lot of women too, but they don't realize it. Hey, listen, men will say any motherfucking thing we need to say to get some pussy.
Yeah.
Men your age, my age, like hair on pussy because that's the first thing we grew up with. And we definitely don't dislike no hair. Now, if women are saying they're shaved, men will say, I don't like no hair. I don't want no hair in my mouth. Nigga, you ain't biting the goddamn hair off the pussy. You supposed to be sucking on the goddamn clit. What is you got hair? That ain't like the woman shedding. So what I'm trying to say to you ladies is this. Watch this. What Cat Williams said, if bitches like Alizé, I get Alizé. If they want Nouveau, I get Nouveau. So niggas will say anything they want to say. But like she said about matching them panties and them bras, old men used to tell us, a trampled path is already walked on, a clear path. If that path clear, that means it's used. A path that ain't clear, there's grass on that path, ain't too many motherfuckers walking on that path. So when that pussy shaved and bald and always pretty, that bitch fucking and using that pussy all the motherfucking time.
Else, why else would you cut it off?
You want to make sure it's trimmed up. It's just like when you get a beard.
Oh my God!
Look, women think men stupid. Look, when you get a beard, right? When a man get a beard, I'm the type of nigga, I let my beard grow full to the top. Look at my chin right here. Let me give y'all some grown-up game. Now, my wife, it's a hair salon in here, right? My wife, I don't get, see that right there? I can get that trimmed down in and lined. No. Let the motherfucker go full like a grown man. That's why I ain't got to get it trimmed often. But when a nigga go in and get that design and get it lined and shape up and he got to do that every Friday. Otherwise, that shit look foolish. So when you go get your pussy waxed or got your little design, your little landing strip or whatever on your pussy, you keeping that motherfucker shined up because that motherfucker gonna get looked at. Whereas I can grow my beard because I grow it full and why I don't have to have an edge up every week. So when you got that pussy shaved and keeping that pussy shaved and all that, we know what time it is. We know what time it is. That's whole pussy. That's advertised pussy. So that's what women don't understand. You ever notice a grown woman, a wife just carries and looks different? That's what women just don't understand. When are they gonna realize wives look like regular plain Jane women who ain't giving up to advertise? They got, bitch, you advertising yourself every day and we see it and you will never be a wife.
And advertising, but saying you don't, so you don't even get the benefits for the anything that you.
Yeah, you don't even get you don't even get to get the money. Say, for example, this is what women don't understand. Please, I'm telling y'all something for men. I saw this woman and met her and knew her before she had purpose. And I used to be like, that little motherfucker fat than hell. I like her little New York swagger, but it's nothing. When she found purpose, started working with them kids and changed the way she walked, talked, and dressed. I looked up one day and was like, I just saw her. She had changed the way she dressed. I hadn't seen her in a minute from working, and I saw her. I think it was like Mother's Day or something. What day was it? Or was it? It was Women's Day at the church or something, right?
I just know it was in March.
Long story short, it was some type of women's program.
Oh, that's right.
And it was white. Virtuous woman. Yeah. And women had to wear white and purple. Maybe. And I saw her come around the corner in just white, hair done, white.
My hair hips was flowing.
I said, now this motherfucker look like a woman now. And I had already knew her purpose. So I told her, I said, hey, what's up with you? Yeah. I ain't seen you in a minute. She said, I was just thinking about you. I said, call me.
Yeah.
She said, I said, no, call me for real. And she called me in the car. Go ahead.
It is the week after I left the dude. And I wasn't going to go to church that night. So it was in March. We in the anniversary of it. And so I wasn't going to go to church, but I needed to because that itch when you want to kind of go back or you feeling sick or whatever you're trying to do because you're missing a person. And I was like, nope. And I erased all the dudes' numbers out my phone, like people that are like my circle of people that I could call just to get over it. I was like, I don't even want to be able to do that. And I decided to go to church. And when I pulled up, got out. That's when,
Now, I'm gonna speak on that too. Now, notice what she said she did. Women won't tell the truth. We know you got 2-3 niggas that you fuck with when you break up with a nigga.
Mhm.
That's desperation because you don't want your body count to go up. And them niggas gonna always, when you got purpose, the last thing you want to do is crawl back to the filthy motherfucker you told he won't gonna never get his hands on you again. You know how many times a woman and told a nigga, you will never touch me again. And she don't have no purpose and she get horny before she go out and fuck some new nigga, she called Craig back up.
And that's why, women are lying about their body count, because you're going to always try and go fuck somebody new. And then he not going to be what you want. So then you're going to go back to Craig.
And see, this is the thing. Like she said, when she met me, she had just broke up with a man that she had a Benz in his name and a fucking motorcycle in his name. Now, speak on how doing shit for niggas don't make no motherfucker want you.
It don't, because he didn't act no better.
When you don't have your purpose, you think you can fuck a nigga and to want you, buy a nigga and to want you. You think you can do everything on this earth and to make a nigga want you. But that shit don't make no nigga want you without no purpose.
And let's not get it twisted. I ain't talk about the dude gotta be kicking your ass or nothing like that. He could be nice, but still not willing to progress with you. You get what I'm saying? So,
what's my phone number? We might let's try a call real quick. I don't even know my motherfucking phone. I haven't got a new phone. Give him your phone number. Shit. No, don't give him your phone number. I don't want no nigga calling my bitch. I'm fucking with y'all. Yeah, we gonna do a call in one day. If you want to come in right now and ask a question, I'm gonna put this link up here. This is the thing.
I say this?
Go ahead.
I forgot.
So what we're trying to say is this: for a woman with no purpose, you're always going to be looking for a man. You think a man is your purpose because that be in relationship with man is purpose. We don't understand that we are creative forces. God created us. We are creative forces. How do man and woman create? Fucking and making babies. So there's always going to be a longing for a man and woman to be together. So as a man, once we make our money, once we get our life together, first thing we do is we looking for a wife. We're looking for a woman. We're looking for something to take care of. That's what makes us feel right. Whereas a woman, she feels incomplete without a man.
Can I say this?
Go ahead.
And this is the thing. He was so sure. And now when you have been around somebody, and when I tell you, if he was thinking anything, he ain't never tried to holler at me. Like, there's not a lot of guys that I feel like I'll be around that you don't feel the sexual tension, because I'm flirty as a person. And so I didn't do that to you and you didn't do that to me. So by the time he said, I think you're supposed to be my wife, I knew that I took it as law. That's what he said. That's what he meant, because he never said anything inappropriate. And what I'm saying is that when you get busy doing other things, you don't need a man to be hollering at you all the time to feel valuable. And so that way, when a man approach you that really see you, you can receive what he's saying, because it's not overshadowed by you just getting hollered at and hollered at and hollered at. You don't even know.
Let me say this. I'm not one of these guys, and we're not one of these marriage counselors, couples that's going to sit here and tell her we want a woman that's searching for her purpose, not to be having sex or just being absent. No, we saying when you own your purpose, getting some dick is just getting some dick.
Yeah.
You ain't getting sidetracked off no love bullshit, no fake bullshit. And you just ain't going to let anybody fuck you in your womb when you own your purpose. You're going to meet a dude. Say, for example, if you're a content creator, you're going to fuck a cameraman. You're going to fuck somebody that can help you out in your purpose, that believe in you. If you a motherfucking singer, you're going to fuck the music producer. If you see what I'm saying? You're not just going to fuck Fred up the street that ain't got nothing to do with your purpose. That's what I'm trying to say. So we're not trying to stop you from being to be absent and this, that, and the other. What we're trying to do is show you when you find purpose, you won't be deceived. You won't be chasing this fake bullshit. And when you find purpose, you will look, walk, and talk and act like the woman that is a wife. You cannot not be a wife without purpose, because a man has to see you for more than pussy and ass. What's she connected to? What she want to do? What's her purpose? And like I said, it don't have to be to save the world. Some women just want to be mothers, blah blah blah. Go ahead, keep
and
talking.
look, I am so in my purpose that I am not willing to not be with you, because you are a part of me achieving my purpose. So again, when people look at our relationship and how we set up, and the truth that we speak to each other, and the openness that we have with our relationship, and question if I'm cute or if I'm silly for being with someone that is with other women and all that type of stuff, I am with somebody that gives me that is a part of me achieving who I want to become, and the things that I want to achieve by giving back to the youth and stuff like that. The centers we want to offer, just being a school teacher, all these things that I've become that has added to who the thing that I love doing. That's with him. And I think that there's not a lot of people that walk around in their purpose. So maybe women, you need to start being honest and say, hey, I'm just not finding no guys that had no purpose.
Well, you got to think about this, what you just said, right? When you find your purpose, remember I said
that's right.
Your purpose will lead you to synchronicity.
That's right.
Now watch this. What she just said. We have an open relationship. We have an open marriage. We can do what we want to do. But do we have hoes and niggas like that?
Mm-mm.
No. Because when you have openness and you're the same type of person, I just want to know I can if I want to. She just want to know she can if she want to. Now, when you find your purpose, remember I said you're going to meet somebody that you're aligned to. So for her to be at church at those years, wanting to help kids at those years, she had went through the very same life or the similar life that I had went to, that when I say to her, hey, I think you're supposed to be my wife. Now notice she said I chose her out of a wise decision making. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's what men do when they pick their wife. Women don't understand. When men pick their wife, they pick somebody that's agreeable, that they can work with, that'll follow their leadership. Men don't pick their wife based on some fucking and some pussy and some shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So what people don't understand is when I said to her, I think you're supposed to be my wife, I just ain't fucking just one woman the rest of my life. I can't see that. She was honest enough to say to me, well, I've cheated on the dudes that I went with. We was compatible. We was really compatible. Two people that's compatible. So I'm not telling y'all to be open. I'm telling y'all most relationships break up because motherfuckers ain't truthful about their finances and how they like to fuck. So if you get into your purpose, you will find something that will supersede certain things. So say, for example, like right now, my purpose is so tied to her and I love her so much. And I don't even believe in love. I'm just using it as a word. My purpose is so tied to her. I wouldn't care what she did. I wouldn't care what she do. I feel like my daughter's life, my son's life, my future legacy, we own shit together. My legacy is tied to her. You see what I'm saying? We've transcended husband and wife. We damn near brother and sisters now. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what people don't understand about purpose. When you found somebody that you can do purpose with, you feel like you need them for life. You see what I'm saying? And I don't understand.
And I remember feeling like that.
And you're never going to feel like that about a person unless you feel like your purpose is tied to them. So when a man is picking a wife, he picking the woman that he think gonna agree with him and be on his team. Otherwise, what does man need a woman for? Man say, okay, I done got my money, I done got my shit together, or I'm just ready to help pay 50% and be a man. He just want a woman that's gonna agree with him.
And look,
you can't agree with a man if you don't agree with his what? Purpose.
And while a man knows what he wants, is a woman pretending like they don't want it.
Exactly. I want you to speak before we get out of here of how our purpose has made you been able to submit in places. And I want us to talk about that next show. We'll talk about submitting, because the Bible says submit, but in real life, we just know submit. We look at that word wrong. Submit, they said submit your resume. Before you leave, you must submit your application. Do that mean bow down on the motherfucker? It means to give. So I want you to explain to them how your purpose has allowed you in situations where you said, this ain't me. You know how tell them the story, and this is live. Notice how I said a person has to die. Mm-hmm. Tell them the story when I said that thing to you that shocked you. You asked me a question. I see, can you remember it? Just based on this situation. What do you think I'm talking about? Tell them that story.
If you missed me and you said no.
Okay, that's similar, but it was a conversation we was having. We talking about dying to this person. How were you able to submit to me and listen to me as a man when there may have been times that you felt like you got a house, you got good credit, you got it all together, blah, blah, blah. Do you remember that conversation that we was talking one day?
Yeah, I do, but I can't remember.
What do you mean? See what I'm saying about women? Yeah, I do, but I can't remember.
I can't remember.
You see how you look? This is like, see how she just, yeah, I do, but I can't remember. I said, can you remember that conversation? She said, yeah, I do. I can't remember. Yeah. I'm going to give you a hint. You asked me some shit, and I said, who the fuck are you? Do you remember that conversation?
Oh, what am I supposed to do when I feel like I'm going to lose myself? And you said, who the fuck are you to lose?
Who the fuck are you to lose?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she said.
And then we talked about it, though. And so in hindsight, I appreciate these conversations. Y'all not understanding, like, oh my goodness, if you don't have somebody telling you the truth and helping you walk through yourself to kill the person, you got to think, you got to kill her, because she don't need to come into the relationship. So if you find you a man that is willing to help you, kill her, because what he sees in you, he sees that thing in you. But he like, I'm not gonna be trying to carry around this bitch with us for the rest of the life. We got to kill this bitch. And he's willing to be looked at as the villain for that.
Yeah. And people don't understand when I say we got to kill this bitch, I'm talking about this, what she said out of her own mouth at the beginning of this show. What we established, she wanted to be Olivia Newton-John from Grease, Little Kim, and Lauryn Hill. So there were times in our marriage when we come to a crossroads and she thinks I'm Olivia Newton-John, Lil' Kim, Lauryn Hill. And I'm like, this is the way this need to go. Mm-hmm. She said, I feel like I'm losing myself. And what was my response?
Who the fuck are you to lose?
Who the fuck are you to lose? And that wasn't cutting her down. Mm-mm. That was saying to her, and then we talked about it. Because I always say about him, then we talked about it.
It did cut me at first because I wasn't
cutting you down.
I know
you
that.
Let it cut you down.
That's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm saying about how we take feedback, and in a man, he doesn't have to do that because he's talking to you straight. This is how men talk to men. They talk to men straight in the barbershop or just in general in life.
I wasn't serious about being with her. When she said, I'm about to lose myself, I'd have said, well, don't lose yourself, please. Yep. Don't lose yourself for me. Kept getting my dick sucked, keep fucking her, and said, oh, well, this is just going to be one of my hoes.
Yep.
I'm serious about her. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying the self that you think you're losing is a New York Little Kim, Lauryn Hill, sarcastic, smart mouth woman who thinks that because she make a lot of money and got good credit that she can talk to a man any kind of motherfucking way she want to, who thinks that because she had put a motorcycle and a Benz in your last guy name and you got a lot of money and credit that you can appease me and cajole me with your credit or give me some shit.
And he like, and I chose you just cause. So
and I chose. Knew you had some money.
So you can't use those things. And so women, we like to complain about what we give to a man, but we use that as like we think is bargaining power, but it's not bargaining power because you didn't convince him to choose you. He saw you and he wanted you. So you don't really have nothing to do with in that deal.
So even with her being in her purpose, once I found her in her purpose, now that person is still around some.
Yeah.
That person is still
She
around
did
some.
still
Yeah.
sometimes.
So, and even with me, there's some things about myself that I had to kill, and some things about myself that I had to die to let myself to be a good husband, to even be a person that can lead in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? There are situations where me as a man, I always had this saying, you got skates on. That means I'll leave your ass where you standing today. You'll never speak to me again. And that's only because as a man, we can't slap our bitch upside the head. So the only thing we can do to get them to follow our leadership is look, two can't walk together unless they goddamn agree. Now, if me and her, and I'm leading her down the road of life and she following my purpose and I'm believed her because she's attached to purpose. If we going down the road of life, if we get to the stop sign and I say it's danger on the right, let's go to the left. And she said, well, I want to go to the right. If I love her enough, guess what I do? Bust upside the goddamn head and take her to the left, right?
Yeah.
Now, if we live in a world where I can't hit her, so what I can do? I'm gonna go to the right, by the alligator, leave your ass to the left. Let me say this again.
And man, that's what you need
black
to do.
people don't understand. Every other race of man will slap their bitch when they get to the stop sign. We going right. We going left. It's alligators down the right. She said, no, we going right. If he want this woman and love her, see me, I'm not going to slap you because I want you to go left with me because you want to go left with me. I don't want to be with nobody that don't want to follow my leadership. But if this man loves this woman so much and he can't live, he going to knock in the goddamn head and take her left to safety. Yeah. And she going to wake up and say, why you hit me? And going to be mad her whole life, not even realizing that man saved her motherfucking life. Yeah. Now, I'm the type of nigga, I'm going to the stop sign with your motherfucking ass. And when I said, let's go left, if you don't want to go left, I'm going to say, oh, you don't want to listen to me no more? Your ass is left. Yeah. Because you damn sure ain't going to make me go down that way with you. Yeah. So there was a time in our marriage where me saying that, I know it made her feel insecure. And what I used to say, for you to feel insecure of me telling you I'm gonna leave your ass for you to stay in line, then you did not listen, and I leave your motherfucking ass for real, because I will leave your motherfucking ass. Because I what else do I have? Yeah. What do you do to now let's go to the women in the house that don't like that. What do you do to your children? You a single mother or you a woman? Either you gonna bust them upside the head and make them listen, or what you gonna do? Put their motherfucking ass out. Ain't but two options.
And see, the thing is, I get it because I know the things that I would have done as was it by demise? Yeah. Right. And I know how destructive that can be. And only women that have truly matured or had somebody that showed them this understand, because you still yourself with the outfit on. So you can't you can't come out your outfit. So you surely don't think that you can humble yourself to the person that you are allowing yourself to be chosen by.
Exactly.
And so the whole key is to first of all, when we got together, I understood that I put like this, I wanted to be submissive in any way you could even think submissive meant. And that even what submissive mean. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I wanted to be with a man that I listened to. I wanted to be with a man who I thought was strong and that I could depend on. And of course, that's always what you want until the one thing you want and you can't get your way.
And this is the thing that women don't realize. I tell women all the time, you know you with the right guy when you feel like you losing yourself. Yeah. Oh shit. I don't snap off and pop my lips like I used to. I be want to, but you keep them skates on me, so I don't do it. I feel like I'm not the snapback bitch I done created in my head. That's what we don't realize. The woman that I've created in my head since I was a little girl is not a wife. She does not go to wife places. She does not listen to wifely anything. Let me ask y'all this. Let's talk about it real quick. I'm going to ask you, if you wanted to learn how to play the motherfucking piano, who would you listen to?
A person who plays the piano.
If you want to learn how to play the guitar, who would you listen to?
A person that plays the guitar.
If you want to learn how to play the goddamn fucking drums, who would you listen to?
A person who plays those drums.
So if you want to learn how to be a wife, who would you listen to? Okay, he's a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all listening to motherfuckers that ain't wives.
Mm-hmm.
How would you know how to be a wife if you ain't had nobody in your life teach you how to be a wife?
Exactly.
So who gonna teach you how to be a wife?
Won't nobody trying to teach me. You taught me.
That
you taught me, and I
you
passed
figured
the-
that shit out online.
Yeah.
I said, if you don't figure this shit out live, you got master's degree. The man that you with teaches you how to be a wife. Because Betty Wright said, I was learning my man while I was earning my man. That's something you young girls don't understand. If your mama ain't teach you how to be a wife by being
Wife, yeah.
you can't go into the situation with a man knowing how to be a wife.
That's
so you
right.
just got the woman that he needs you to be. And you not gonna do that for somebody that you don't have purpose with and that you don't respect.
And that you have to have purpose yourself, or else you will do too much in your relationship. You get what I'm saying?
Beyonce said it best, and people, I don't know why, they listen to everything else Beyonce said but the right shit.
Okay.
Beyonce said, God damn it, Jay-Z cheated on me, and I ain't gonna leave my husband. Beyonce said Jay-Z taught her how to be a woman and a wife.
Yeah.
And women don't listen to that. How the hell you gonna learn how to be a fucking wife without them? See, people don't realize this is the thing. This is the difference. We live in a different world. Men and women get two different outcomes.
Okay.
Man don't need a man to teach him how to be a man. The world gonna teach a man how to be a man.
Ooh.
Man don't need a man to teach him how to be a man. The world gonna teach you how to be a man. Because what's gonna happen to you is you're gonna get your fucking head blown off and you're gonna be dead, or you're gonna get fucked up enough and you're gonna learn decisions, or your motherfucking ass going to jail and you're gonna learn. See, a woman, every decision a woman make that's fucked up, man has came in to fix for her. That's what women don't realize. That's why it's so disrespectful for women to treat and act like they act to men. That's that white woman shit. Let me go off on a tangent, a quick speech. The patriarchy, men do this. Listen, if men today said, fuck it, we ain't got to follow no rules, we would start graping y'all, sexually assaulting y'all, taking y'all in the streets. Right now, if a woman is being accosted, she got to call a man cop to help save her. Man gave women child support, alimony. They get half. Men made this world great for y'all. And they got the nerve to be, now that we got washing machines, you ain't got to wash no clothes. All the technology that's out here that man had made for woman to be at peace. The damn woman want to go against the man now. That's why I like Donald Trump. He putting women back in their place. First thing is, your body ain't yours. We'll lock your ass up for abortion. We just letting you know we gonna start putting you, because you ain't making the right decisions. The white woman is the one that said, oh yes, the kids can change their gender, be boys and girls and everything. And black women just agree because shit, we own woman's side.
Yeah.
So the point I'm making is, when it's all said and done, a man, no matter where he get in life, he always saying, I need a woman.
Yeah.
I need a woman. And he could take women and abuse women and none could stop him. But he being sweet and loving and caring to women. And women out here talking about they rather be with a goddamn bear than a fucking man. And that's why so many women never gonna have a husband, because they listening to other fucking women. A man that's talking through their representative. Women are simply talking through their inability. That's what street niggas do. That's what failure niggas do. They talk through their inability. People will look at their own life and say, the world talking about me. And this is what they saying. Yeah. So I gotta retaliate. People looking at me and they can see I'm still advertising. So I gotta say, I'm happy single. I don't need no man. I'm out. People looking at me as a single mother, and they thinking certain things. So I got to be the mama and the daddy. People looking at me.
Yeah.
And they wondering why my life ain't panning out. So I got to tell you about my childhood and what was wrong. You see what I'm saying? People don't realize I say it all the time. I'm trying to teach y'all women because y'all ain't got no leadership. Listen to what I'm saying. Why he always talking to women? Because the women got the kids. I can't go out and get all the bad men in the world and make them do right. All deadbeat daddies, I want y'all to come line up so I can give y'all a deadbeat daddy class. All rapists and killers, I want y'all to come line up so I can give y'all a woman sensitivity class. I got to talk to the women. So people don't realize, as a Black community, there is no shortage of matriarchs, mothers, and aunts. So the Black men are getting taught and schooled about women. The Black men are getting taught what a hooker is, a hoe, a thought, a good woman is. So this is what men are doing. We fucking with a chip on our shoulder, fucking hoes and thoughts and no good, dirty, low down, stinking leg whores. And then we decide I want to get married. We go look for a 7, a plain Jane, decent woman. We know exactly what we doing.
Yeah.
The woman, because there's a lack of patriarch, fathers and uncles and grandfathers in the community, y'all got to get over a lot for y'all even realize what type of man y'all don't even like. Our grandma told us, boy, that girl got on that red lipstick, that girl, this, that, and the other. Don't work. We know what type of one. Soon as a man get ready to settle down, he go get him a fat bitch or a skinny bitch with no ass, or somebody that look like my wife that you can see how beautiful she is, but then they say she a 7, she a 6. Oh, she ain't got all this makeup on.
That's the thing though.
Hold up. Now, it's so many pictures that we got that we've taken when you had on your little makeup and shit, and people used to be like, oh, your wife's so fine, your wife's so fine. When she had on all that makeup and shit, oh, she's so fine, she's so fine.
I looked dead.
You know what I'm saying? And one day, I said to her, and I let my wife, I said to her, look, that makeup shit got to go. Like, I don't like that shit. And I didn't want to say it like that. Because I knew how she felt about little marks on her face.
And but in alignment, and it was in this beginning of fucked upness, right? To me, though, I'm just saying, I'm calling it that. But what I'm saying is that I wanted to feel free though. My skin, like I always felt like I was caking something on. And so I was so happy for you to tell me that, because then I could be free, because I didn't know if you would care to be with me in my own insecurity.
Watch this. When a man find a woman for his purpose, I'm with you for purpose, not for looks. You see what I'm saying? This is the thing. Now give me a kiss, baby, online. Now watch this. I'm a secure man. I'm her security. She's talking about the little marks on her face that women get when they get older. You know, when women pick their skin or little shit like that.
Get them hairs out.
Ain't no secure man looked at no woman. Me and no women get a little mustache or something. You know what I'm saying? Real men know this shit. Ain't no secure man that I'm a secure man. Me and this woman got purpose together. And I'm sitting here talking about, well, yeah, everything line up. The purpose. She got good credit, good woman. She got some little marks on her face, though. I need her to cover them up. I used to date a girl in college. She had a big ass gap. I ain't never need no. See, what's pretty to me is what's pretty to me. I ain't never needed no piece that what the world think is a trophy to as a woman to feel good. And I done went with cheerleaders, but they was beautiful women, but they wasn't looking like, you know, Lotto and them bitches. And you know what I'm saying? And I ain't knocking them. Excuse me for saying bitches. You know what I'm saying? I got to get out of that habit. But bitches, yeah. So
stop saying that.
You know, like I think Glorilla's sexy. I like her little attitude, but I don't want no Glorilla looking bitch. That bitch don't look good with all that shit taken off her. I want a regular woman that I can look at in the morning and wake up in the morning. I like them damn chakra princesses and them witch bitches that with the dreads and the nose ring and all the fucking extra goddamn bracelets and shit. I like this bitch got on more metal than this bitch can light up a city. She can electrocute. She got on gold coppers. That's the type of woman I like, that as far as what it looked like. But them motherfuckers be crazy than them motherfuckers. So really, if it ain't a tied to purpose, ladies, I would suggest don't even fuck the guy if he ain't got some type of purpose associated with you. And you can do that. Bit. Fuck for purpose.
Well, you're gonna ovulate anyway and want. And
no, listen what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can meet a guy.
Yeah.
Say if you're a woman and whatever your purpose is, while you dealing with your purpose, it's gonna be men there. Fuck one of them guys that's dealing with your purpose. Yeah. I ain't saying don't get no dick. I'm not telling a woman to be abstinent.
Yeah.
I'm saying, why are you fucking with a man who has nothing in common with you, who cannot add to your life in no way, form, or fashion? Too many women are fuck for money. Money ain't shit.
I told you, I don't even think women is getting money like that.
No, they not getting money because decent women
talking about getting money. Yeah, we know if they talking about it, it's what they not getting.
The women that out here wearing all that shit, they not getting no money because they decent women. They just think that look is good. Decent women don't tell no man they behind on their bills.
We got too much pride, so that's why I said
decent women. So I know for a fact these women ain't getting no money. Is that my phone or your phone? The woman that's straight up horn is getting some money. Family, we got to get out of here. We gonna talk about some other stuff this week. Y'all stay tuned in for me and Siobhan tomorrow. Hopefully she's here. If she's not, I'm gonna be filling in. Y'all stay tuned in for me and Carla on Wednesdays. Trey Pugh, I'm gonna holler at you because I want to talk to you about colorism, and I want to have you on as one of my guests because I know you and I feel like you could talk about the mental health clarity and who I am as a person, or what I've been. I think a lot of women don't realize I have saved women's lives, and I'm not saying I saved her life. I think a lot of women don't realize that there are a lot of marriages, a lot of careers. I have saved women's lives. Women have said I've saved their life. Who is Clark Michelle? Is that somebody that's related to me? Clark Michelle. That's funny because she got Clark, and then my middle name is Michael. So Clark Michelle, what's up? But yeah, Trey Pugh, I'm going to hit you up in the inboxes. I want to get you on because I definitely want to have a conversation with you about colorism. I might have you here as one of my guest analysts. I think, like I said, as I do my platform, I want my platform to be more about family. And the first teacher of the Black family is the mother. So we're going to focus more on women. We're going to have some men on the show. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm opposite. Like Kevin Samuels, I want to get all the women, then the men will come. You know what I'm saying? You get the women and we get the women to thinking right and get the women on the one accord. Niggas going to come because they want some pussy. The problem is women giving up the pussy too easy. And all women got to do tomorrow is say, look, we going to women get together and say, look, we going to get us some cucumbers and dildos and some vibrators. And the only thing we gonna do is we ain't fucking no lame niggas doing no dumb shit. Motherfuckers will come out wearing suits and reading books. Really? Women control, like I always say. Quick example before I get out. I always say this. Women are the thermostat and men are the thermometer. Women are the thermostat, men are the thermometer. The thermostat is that thing on the wall that you turn up or down. It controls the temperature in the house. A thermometer is something you put in your mouth or it tests the temperature. A thermometer don't control the temperature. A thermometer reacts to the temperature. So women set the temperature and men react. Women could have said, man, we don't fuck with no drug money. Fuck y'all dope boys. And men would have said, well, I ain't selling that shit. I sold this shit to get some sneakers and shit to buy some shit for women. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Women could say, we don't, whatever women don't like, men gonna adjust. So family, we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all. Next time we'll have a call-in number because I never thought about that. I thought that was old and archaic, but I realized we're a controversial couple and we're not controversial. This is the thing. We ain't got no criminal record. We decent people. We married, no outside babe. We decent people. And you know, Black, let's start us an OnlyFans. And we'll call it the OnlyFans and we'll fuck in it, but they don't get to see our face. They just know it's our dick pussy in your ass. We need to do some dumb shit like that. I'm like, I seen the couple Cali baby, and I ain't knocking her, the one that be cooking and shaking her ass with the plate. And I thought that was so neat. I said she fixed her husband's plate and shake her ass and cook. Then my homeboy sent me the shit. They got an OnlyFans. She on there sucking dick, getting cum, and that's her husband. But I'm just like, God damn, motherfucker say something, and everybody do what they want to do. But because we have an open relationship, people look at us. You ain't never seen nobody fucking my wife, me fucking no bitches, doing no crazy shit. We just said we got the option.
We got the option not to fuck our family up for a weekend.
Yeah. And then that she's got children and kids, and she on there. I'm like, man, I can go look at your bitch. I done beat off the bitch one day. Like, God damn, I'm looking at this woman cooking and all that shit, and I'm in the back before I notice. I'm cooking. I'm like, this bitch got an OnlyFans. Oh shit! Get my coconut oil. I done beat off to the man wife one day. You gonna get me sent to hell for covering your wife, nigga? Cover your bitch up. I'm just saying. Hey, look, we appreciate y'all, fam. Y'all already know what time it is. Let's. E handala robo sha a shakiete. Oh, robo sha. Yay, Lord. Oh, robo. Peace.
Peace out.
You have.